Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Heads of State, and this is a new MGM Amazon Studios original film coming to you from director Ilya Naishuller, who previously directed Hardcore Henry and Nobody. And this takes on the story when the UK Prime Minister and US President become the targets of a foreign adversary. They're forced to rely on one another to thwart a global conspiracy. And this film, I think, really stands out because of the action. Now, you can tell that, not all the special effects look the cleanest, but there's big action sequences. There's a whole entire crazy sequence with Air Force One in this film. There's plenty of chases. There's a chase to Kickstart Your Heart by Motley Crue later in the film, and it's just completely bonkers. And there's a whole moment with a scene or two performance from Jack Quaid that has some crazy action as well. This movie really rides high on the action, and it's actually really well conceived and planned out and a lot of fun. And this film has a lot of hammy needle drops as well. It's basically winking at you like, you know you're having a good time here. And you could appreciate that kind of level of just unabashed fun that an action film's trying to have. And this very much feels like that 80s, 90s buddy cop kind of feel, buddy comedy, action comedy, with Idris Elba and John Cena playing the leaders of these two very significant nations, with Idris Elba being like a former agent who has a lot of skills, and he has been doing the Prime Minister gig for 6 years, and John Cena is a brand new president who is an action movie actor who became president, and everybody's questioning his abilities. Idris Elba and John Cena have incredible chemistry and throwing barbs back at each other throughout the film. John Cena's character, Will Derringer, really giving Sam Clark, Elba's character, a lot of guff, because it's like, you're alone. You're so unhappy. You're so grumpy. You don't have any hope left. And then Idris Elba, Sam, keeps telling John Cena's character about how gym strong he is. And obviously that strikes a nerve. But there's just such a great dynamic between the two of them. And at some point, Priyanka Chopra Jonas comes in as well as this woman who gets introduced in the opening sequence that really sets up this whole entire conspiracy. And she has a past with Elba, and they have great chemistry. She's a fun addition, for sure. And this has a solid supporting cast. I mentioned Jack Quaid. He's a lot of fun when he shows up. You have Carla Gugino. You have Patty Considine as the antagonist of the film, this arms dealer, Stephen Root, Sarah Niles, Richard Coyle. There's a lot of really strong actors popping up in this film. Some of them have nothing burgers of characters, doesn't have a whole lot of depth, or they have very specific reasons for being there and very little to work with, and that's a shame. But the action's really good. This central dynamic is really effective. I think a lot of the messaging of the film, though, is so broad-stroked and big, blunt kind of messaging that it doesn't really have much substance to it. And there's this mystery of who's the mole? Who set this all up? It's the most obvious twist possible, to the point where the movie even makes a joke about it. But despite the fact that the film makes a joke about it, it's still not a good twist, and you can see it coming a mile away. Some of these characters are just so bland and telegraphed that it kind of leaves something to be desired there. And, the action's fun, it moves well, it has a really fun central crew that keeps us afloat, and overall, I think this is a fun movie. I don't think it's a great movie, I don't think it's a really good movie. It's a fine experience. It has a lot of fun action. I think it has pretty consistent fun comedy as well that works, and in general, I think Naishuller knows exactly what his wheelhouse is, and with his filmography, I think it stands out well. And at the end of the day, I think this is a fun film to go stream right there on Amazon. But those are my thoughts on Heads of State. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.